This video is going to be the one for this week in the series of miniatures, models, toys, etc. I'm calling this a miniature, and you call it a model if you want to. It's kind of large, but it's still much smaller than the original. It's a Fender Stratocaster replica. It's a Steve Good pattern. He makes very nice patterns and do a lot of mixing and matches with material and make some nice looking things. Like the way this turned out. Stay tuned. We'll look at the pattern and the material and show you how I cut it out and put it together. Okay, we're going to look at the pattern and the materials for this project. There's several parts. Got the body of the guitar with the neck. Got a piece, so that's some seconds package. It smells like walnut when you cut it. It's a light walnut if it is. This is all an external cut except for this part up here where you put the fender. The most cutting is on the fretboard, and that's rosewood. That's actually rosewood. And I've cheated a little bit. I've drilled some of these holes instead of cutting them out with a scroll saw. And this is part of there's a two-piece tuner knobs. There's going to be a dark on top of a light. I'm making that rosewood. Here's the pickups. Also drilled those out ahead of time. All these pieces match the body. This is the tuner knobs that go at the top on the head of the guitar. These are part of the knobs on the guitar itself. And there's two pieces. There's a small piece and a large piece. This one going to be darker than this one. These all are supposed to match the body. This is going to be walnut. This is the little cover plate on which everything is mounted, your pickups and your bridge. And this is part of the tuner knobs, and this is where for the jack for the cord to the amplifier. So anyway, it's three different types of wood. You got this looks like a light walnut, and you got rosewood, and then you got a dark walnut. And there's not a lot of internal cuts once you get beyond the fretboard. Fretboard has got all those frets you got to cut out, and they're very small. Probably going to go with a number 1. Cut those frets and the word Fender out, all with a number 1. And then I'll go with a larger, probably a 5, to cut all the rest of the parts. Once I get the frets cut out, the majority of the cutting is done, and it's just a matter of putting it together. So let me get it over the saw, drag me out a number 1 blade, because I've cheated on a lot of this. I've drilled all these areas with a drill bit instead of cutting them, and I think it's going to be okay. I'll see when we get the pattern off. So let me get over there, get me a number 1 blade mounted up, and I'll start cutting it. got everything cut out. Proved to be more challenging than I expected it to be. This rosewood, of course, is very dense, and I used a number 3 blade on it. It just kind of decided to want to go the way it wanted to go. It took me 2 or 3 cuts to learn how to compensate for what it was doing. And it didn't track like it does in most materials, but that's a dense material and it's a small blade. But I made it work. I got a little sanding here. I want to shape the corners on this. I got some adhesive there I got to get off. And I may shorten these knobs a little bit. And I'm going to darken the walnut probably just a little bit. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. Do some sanding and some shaping and start gluing it together and put a finish on it to kind of bring the grain out, and hopefully it'll look really nice. Well, there is the finished product. I put a little sealer coat on it to bring the grain out. I think it looks really nice. I really like the way it turned out. Very pleased with it. So if you like that, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. This is another one in the series of miniatures, models, toys, although it's not real small as miniature. It's much smaller than the original. And I think it's really neat. I'm going to put a hanger on it probably and hang it on the wall because I am a guitar enthusiast. Not a great player, it's kind of a hobby. Don't have a guitar like this, would love to, but I do have an antique electric guitar and several acoustic guitars. But anyway, this is this week's, like I say, model video. And if you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button so you can see the next things I come out with. And thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.